we will continue with the Christmas story. Today's story is called The Magic Balloon So Stuffed, I said as I pushed away my plate. This year's Christmas dinner was a ham and turkey affair, complete with all the trimmings. For the moment, the three of us sat silently like stuffed turkeys. The pecan and pumpkin pies now stared at us, awaiting their fate. "Daddy, can we open the special present you got for us?" Cindy asked, breaking the silence. "Yea, can we, please?" young Bert exclaimed. "Okay," I said, using this as an opportunity to avoid the dessert temptation for now. I presented a wrapped wallet-sized box to each child. They quickly ripped off the silver wrapping paper and opened the small boxes. Their air of excitement changed into confusion and then disappointment. "Ah," Cindy said, "these are just balloons." Bert agreed, dumping his box's identical contents, 12 unfilled balloons, on the dinner table. "Bet, Cindy, these are magical balloons," I said, hoping to quell the disappointment. "Let's blow them up." After considerable huffing and puffing, all 24 balloons were filled. A ribbon was attached to each balloon. Excitement returned, but Bert and Cindy still were not buying the magical balloon story. 24 inflated balloons were all over the dinner table, along with a pecan pie and a pumpkin pie. "We can sit here having our dessert, looking at these balloons," I paused and smiled. "We can take the balloons somewhere and see their magic." Bert and Cindy looked at each other and then agreed in unison, "Okay, let's see the magic." We gathered all the balloons and stuffed them in the car. I returned to the house and wrapped the 2 pies to take along for the ride. With a car full of balloons and a pie in each child's lap, we drove away. As we headed down the deserted highway, familiar sounds of "Are we there yet?" echoed. "Daddy, are these really magical balloons?" Cindy questioned with skepticism. "Yes, they are, sweetie," I said with a grin. A few minutes later, we pulled into the parking lot of the New Horizons retirement home. "Okay, guys, out of the car," I commanded. "Put the pies on the seat for now." "What are we doing here?" Bert asked. Cindy responded, "I think Daddy is being silly again." Walking down the sidewalk, balloons in hand, I confided, "These really are magical balloons. Now you will see what I mean. We are going to take these balloons and give them to the people who live here." Cindy saw, "That's no magic. I want to go home and play with my new toys." Bert added, "And I want to go home and get dessert." Sensing dissent, I offered, "We will give these balloons out, and then you can decide what to do with the pies. Besides, don't you want to see the magic I have been promising?" The 3 of us entered the home's double front door. Several residents were sitting silently, passing the time. When they saw us enter with the multicolored balloons, smiles began to surface, lighting up the room. "Cindy," I requested, "why don't you give one of your balloons to that nice lady in the wheelchair over there?" I nudged Cindy in the right direction. "Hi," Cindy said, "this balloon is for you." "For me?" the lady questioned. The wheelchair-bound resident took the balloon and with a mile-wide smile said, "What a sweet girl you are for giving me such a pretty red balloon." Cindy grinned, silently appreciating the compliment. Bert approached another elderly resident and handed him a green balloon. The surprised but happy resident smiled at Bert and said, "You are such a wonderful boy, giving me such a nice present. Thank you." Bert and Cindy gave out all their balloons. Like sponges, they absorbed all the praise and accolades the residents gave them. Bert then approached me with an idea. "Daddy, I don't have any more balloons. So can we go get the pies out of the car and give them away too?" It wasn't long before Bert and Cindy returned from the car with pies in hand. We rounded up some silverware and plates from the home's dining room, and one by one, Bert and Cindy asked each resident if they would like a piece of pie. Bert and Cindy served each piece of pie with a genuine and enthusiastic smile. After a short time, both pie pans were empty, and we waved goodbye to everyone and left. As we were walking toward the car, Cindy commented, "Daddy, those really were magical balloons." Bert added, "This made me happy, giving my balloons and our pies away to those people." The trip home was a happy time for all. Bert and Cindy now knew the balloons were indeed magical. After all, it was magic with dessert. We will continue with the Christmas story. Today's story Hello out there to all you Cool Blue FM rock and radio fans. This is the Cool Blue DJ himself coming at ye spinning the tunes to get your night a-rollin'. Got a request? Give me a call. It's Christmas Eve and it seems all the other stations are filling the waves with the old Christmas stuff. Or no, Jingle Bells, Frosty, and my illusionary favorite joy to the old world. Don't despair, because we're gonna give ya something else to listen to and absorb between the best rocking and rolling songs, a hopping and a bopping. The phone rings and interrupts Cool Blue's accented speech. We have a caller, he announces as he pushes a button on the phone control panel. Hello, this is Cool Blue and you're on the air. Who have I got talking at me? My name is Lori. The soft, whispering voice of a little girl answered. Hi, Lori. How old are you? 8 and 8.5. Well, Lori, shouldn't you be in bed waiting for that mythical being known as Santa Claus to come down your chimney? Cool Blue asked with an air of skepticism. Anyway, my little dear, what can old Cool Blue play for you? Can you play Silent Night? Lori asked hopefully. It's my favorite. The Cool Blue can't play that tonight, sweetie, he mused. Catch that tune on another station, honey. Don't you like Christmas, Mr. Blue? She asked with an inquisitive tone. Sorry, babe. Can't get into all that Santa and reindeer stuff. You don't like Christmas, do you? She responded sadly. He thought a moment. Well, let Cool Blue ask you, why do you like Christmas? Christmas makes me happy, she said in an uplifting voice. You mean the toys? He laughed. No, I mean it makes me feel happy to see other people care more and love more. It makes me happy when I see other people happy. Betcha get a lot of toys and hey, you get out of school. That would be enough to make me happy, he chuckled. You don't understand, she followed. Just being alive and happy is an important thing. He thought a moment and replied, maybe when you grow up, you'll understand. Problems. We all got problems. It's hard to find something to be happy about these days. What with crime, drugs, homeless people, and so on, out here in the real world, sweetie, there is no Santa Claus. One day you're gonna learn this. After a moment of silence, he paused and took a deep breath. We're gonna play a few really jamming tracks now, so if you want to stay on the line, I'll be back in a few minutes. Here we go, he roared as the loud music started. Minutes passed as music rocked and rolled the airwaves. We're back, Cool Blue fans. No Christmas music here. Happy. What makes me happy? It's playing and listening to these jammin' power hits I'm a-spinning. But let's take a minute and talk again to my little Christmas make-believer Lori. Oh, to be young again and carefree without all those problems we adults have. He punched the phone button of the line Lori was on. Hey, Lori, welcome back to the Cool Blue Review. An unfamiliar voice answered. Hello, this is Lori's mom. Lori had to go to bed. Well, Mom, little Lori and myself were talking about Christmas on the air. Can she come back to the phone for a minute or two? No, I don't think she should talk right now, Mom replied. So, Lori is all tucked in and waiting for jolly old Saint Nick, huh? Cool Blue retorted. Mr. Blue, I guess you don't know about Lori, do you? She asked. Know what, my dear? He asked. Lori is not well. She is very sick and her doctors say she may not live much longer, she relayed in an exhausted voice. No, he sighed. I didn't know that. Lori wanted me to stay on the phone line so you wouldn't think she hung up on you, her mom offered. A long silence followed as Cool Blue thought about what he could say at a moment like this. More dear, do me a favor. Go turn on her radio to this program. Cool Blue FM OGMMOK, he asked. Sure, she replied and hung up. He moved closer to his microphone. Cool Blue rocker fans out there, just a moment, please. Don't go away. See him. Silence blanketed the airwaves for almost a minute. I'm back, Cool Blue said, somewhat subdued. He paused and took a deep breath. In this world, we all have problems. But no matter how bad we may think things are, there's also a lot to be thankful for. We should appreciate life. I guess what we need more of in this world is caring and loving and understanding of what's really important. Cool Blue let out a sigh. This next tune is dedicated to someone very special, someone who has taught old Cool Blue a very important lesson. Hey, out there in Radioland. Lori, thanks for the Christmas present, he said, as he pushed a button on his